Greetings gastronauts, this is KeefCooks, I'm Keef, and today I'm going to do the unofficial Philippines national dish, pork and chicken adobo. So this is one of those dishes that I've heard about, but I've never tried it, I've never made it, so forgive me if I do it wrong, but it seems to me that in the Philippines everybody's got their own recipe and they're all slightly different, so yeah. And the reason I'm doing this is because I had a medical procedure at Leeds General Infirmary last week, a colonoscopy in fact. It was fun. And when this is happening, it's not quite like a party in the operating room, but there's a lot of people there and there's a lot of chat goes on. And one of the nurses asked me if I was retired. I said, hell no, I've got 3 jobs. And they're like, oh, well, what are they? So I told them, and they were very interested in the YouTube channel. So when they'd finished poking about in my nether regions, I was wheeled into the recovery room, and the nurses actually had KeefCooks up on their computers, so that was quite exciting. And one of the Filipino nurses said, can you do adobo? I said, I will try. She said, oh great, because I can't cook. Anyway, so for all the crew in the colonoscopy department at LGI, this is for you. If you enjoy this video, give it a like, share, subscribe, etc. And let's get on with it. Pork and chicken adobo. So the chicken and pork need to be marinated, and the ingredients for the marinade are 4 cloves of garlic, peeled and crushed, 75 ml of vinegar. I'm using white wine vinegar, I think that'd be okay, and half a cup of soy sauce. And most of the recipes that I've looked at don't specify whether it's light or dark, so I'm going to use a mixture. Also a tablespoon of oyster sauce and a teaspoon of whole black peppercorns. So mix up the ingredients in a bowl. And the garlic, if you love garlic, you can use a lot more than 4 cloves, but I think 4 cloves is plenty for me. Okay, so what was it? A tablespoon of oyster sauce, a 1/4 cup of vinegar, light soy sauce and dark soy sauce, oh come on, and the peppercorns. You can use crushed or ground peppercorns if you prefer. Right, there we go. Now we need some meat to stick in the marinade. So I've got 500 grams of pork belly, and we just want to cut that into cubes or chunks. I'm going to pop those in the marinade, give them a stir to get them all coated, and then do the chicken. So I've got 500 grams of chicken legs, also known as 2 chicken legs. And what we want to do is just separate the thigh from the drumstick. You could chop them down more if you wanted to, but I don't want to. So I'll put those in the marinade as well. Make sure they're also coated all over. And they want to sit in that for at least 3 hours, but preferably overnight. And for once, I've actually allowed enough time to do that. So come back tomorrow morning and we'll have some nicely marinated meat. Right, now we're going to cook the adobo. So this is the chicken and pork that's been marinating all night long. A medium onion, 2 bay leaves, some cloves of garlic, as much or as little as you want, a tablespoon of light brown sugar and a glass of water. And also you'll want some oil to fry the meat in, and the onion and the garlic. So you want to top and tail your onion and peel it. And then we want to slice it. Now peel and crush the garlic. Now heat a couple of tablespoons of oil in a heavy bottom pan, and then add the onions and let those cook for about 5 minutes, and it's fine if they go a bit brown. Then add the garlic Cook that for a minute or so, and then you want to pick out all the pork pieces from the marinading bowl and put those in and fry those for about 8 to 10 minutes. You want the fat to render, if you can manage that. And then add the pieces of chicken, the water, the bay leaves, the leftover marinade, and cover it and let it simmer gently for about an hour. When the meat's nice and tender, you can stir in the sugar. So you can remove the bay leaves at this point because they've done their job. And if you've got a lot of liquid, just turn the heat right up and get that to boil away, because adobo isn't actually meant to be smothered in sauce like that. It's almost quite dry. Apart from that, well, give it a taste. So it's pretty much ready. Now, I mentioned earlier that everybody's got their own ideas of how to make adobo, and also the actual protein content varies. You can do just chicken or just pork or a mixture, as I'm doing, and some people also like to add hard-boiled eggs, which I just think is probably protein overload, but there you go, that's just me. Okay, it's taste test time, and it's actually a couple of days since I made this, so like most stews, the flavours develop over time, so looking forward to this. So I've served it over plain boiled rice with a garnish of spring onion or scallion, the green bits mostly, and some people also garnish it with crispy fried onion. That pork belly, oh, the fat has just kind of turned into a kind of jelly, and it is unctuous, I think is the word. Oh yeah. Let's have a bit of chicken. I reckon that's cooked. Well, there it is. Adobo. I love it. Where's it been all my life? Honestly, that'll be on the table once a week at least from now on, I should think. Anyway, thanks for watching and see you next time.